What's up, YouTube? Yama here, and this is what I'm going to call hot tech, because this is pretty hot deck I'm working on here, Fire Kings, and so some people are looking at it, and they're like, "Hey, what should I throw in?" There's another card also. Where you at? This guy. Okay. So these are some hot tech cards that are not archetype specific that I think could be run in Fire Kings, and they work really well. So first we're going to start off with Goka, the Pyre of Malice. This is a great card because it can be normal summoned, but the best part is its special summoning condition. You special summon it from the hand if you control a fire monster. And when it's special summoned, you destroy a fire monster you control. So if you want to get Yaksha's effect off without wasting a torrential or um, or anything like that, you just special summon Goka, destroy Yaksha, use Yaksha's effect. Or you can force Garunix to pop, and then you can loop and go off next turn during their turn. So his second effect is during the standby phase, or during your standby phase, so not your opponent's, just your standby phase, kind of like Nephthys. Um, you special summon a fireball token in defense mode, and it's a fire attribute, so its third effect is you contribute one other fire monster you control, or you can tribute one other fire monster to have this card gain 500 attack until the end phase. So this is kind of like your Garunix, because during your standby phase, you tribute your token. Like during your standby phase, you get a token. Main phase, you tribute your token, and then you have a 27 attacker that you special summon for free and probably got a nice effect off for it. So this is a really good card. If you're going to test it, start at 1 and then work your way up if you feel like it's really, really necessary. But I think 1, 2 max, that's fine. And then we have Jurak Guaiba in combo with Lance. Um, there was a deck that topped recently. I think it was at Providence. It was Dino Agents, and it was funny because everybody was like, "What the hell, Dino Agents? Are they like running Dino Rabbit and Caboozles and stuff?" They're like, "No, it just threw in triple Guaiba." And so you can throw in Guaiba. It's a fire attribute, pretty high attack, really good effect, which works with Macrocosmos. And sometimes your opponent second turn will say standby phase Macrocosmos, and then you'll be like, fuck. And so you'll summon Guaiba, um, chain Lance during the damage step, and their butt hurt because now you have Adolka or Logia. It's a great card. It's fire, so it works with Fire Ring, and you can't get it out with um, Onslaught or Assault of the Fire Kings, depends on what they're going to name it in the TCG. And then there's this card, Manticore of Darkness. This is pretty cool. What's great is that when it's sent to the graveyard at all, so that means if you use this and Goka or 2 of Manticore of Darkness, you get that, let's see, it's a Haze, the Haze XYZ, this guy. So if you use it to make this guy, you can use the effects, and then during your standby, or during the end phase of any turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you send one Beast, Beast Warrior, Wing Beast, which are all the archetypes you play, unless you have Guaiba, then you play dinosaurs also. And you send it from your hand to the or field to the graveyard, special summon this card. So you make the big cock, and then you use the effect, and during the end phase you get this guy back. So you have a 25 and a 23 that your opponent has to deal with, and hopefully they don't have Dark Hole. Then there's Sacred Phoenix of Nephthys. Everybody, I think, has heard of this already. It's basically the Heavy Storm, while Garunix is the Dark Hole of the deck, the archetype. I also like Fire Dance Tenki. It's not exact. It's definitely not Fire King archetype specific. Um, it is Fire Fist, and they are kind of like cousins. They do work together really well. And it searches out Yaksha and Barong, preferably Yaksha, because then you can you have a 1900 attacker for somebody to to try to mess with. Then you have Forbidden Lance, combos really well with Guaiba, and you have Rekindling. People should know about this already, also, but it's 200 defense. So you force everything out of the deck and into the graveyard, and when you're in a losing position, you top deck this guy, and then you go for game. You can either exceed with them all. Usually, you'll be able to put out at least 4. So you can exceed for anything, and if you do have an extra guy you don't want to get banished, you just make a Shockmaster and call monster effects or whatever deck you're playing against. So this helps you go for game and just kind of come back in general when you don't have a play next turn. Then we have 1 or 2 trade-in. I would suggest this card if you are playing Nephthys also. You should definitely be playing 3 Garunix. I think that's a must because Killin gets 1 in the grave automatically. Onslaught gets it in the grave. So you wanna definitely play 3 Garunix. And having 1 or 2 trade-in if you're using Nephthys will get these guys to the graveyard if you have them in hand. And you also get to draw 2. It's kind of like plussing off your pluses. Another great card is Call the Haunted. It's a great defensive card when they try to attack directly. It also helps you push for game. It also promotes exceed play, and it helps you plus. Like if they MST, your set Call the Haunted. You can chain special Barong and or Garunix and then go off. Search or go off next turn. So that's great. And then this is why I love the deck mostly. Any deck that can plus off Torrential is great, except for Crystal Beast. Crystal Beasts suck. I have not lost. I think I lost 1 game against Crystal Beast in real life, not on DM, and that was because I wasn't drawing anything good. I think I was like drawing all my light rays, and I didn't have the graveyard for it. So anyway, but I think any deck that can plus off of a torrential in a 2 torrential format, that's the way to go. So, and then we also have side deck, an extra. I think Valor is a good card, but for Fire Kings, playing against, like especially in the mirror match, I've definitely done a lot of studying and practice with the mirror match, and Maxi is a much more effective card because you can use this during their draw phase, their standby phase, when they try to get Garunix back, Nephthys, so you just draw 2. Draw 1 or draw 2 during their standby phase. And then they try to exceed, and you're like drawing your 3rd card. It's great. Then we have Morphing Jar number 2. This is great in any deck. I suggest getting a couple of these. It is a super rare in Legendary Collection, Yugi's World. It's a great card. Look up the rulings, how to use it, and all that jazz. Royal Decree is really good. MST is self-explanatory, but Royal Decree is really good if you don't have your warning and you're playing against like Macro Rabbit, so you just chain this to Macro and win. Shadow Imprisoning, I've never stopped using it because Dark Worlds and Inzectors are a deck. Even when Inzectors were dead, Dark World was a deck, so I was like, hey, I still need 3 copies of these in real life. Then we have 1 Transmigration Prophecy for the mirror match. This also works against heroes when they try to Miracle Fusion. It's just a great card in general. That's why it's at 1. It's amazing. So during their draw phase, you know they're going to get Barong and Grunix, which is a common standby phase play. You draw phase, Transmigration Prophecy. Return them both to the deck, and then they have to draw them again to start using their effects. It's really good. And then I main deck 2 Mirror Force. So I side these in the Mirror, in Inzectors, Mermails, anything that can pop cards really well. I side this out, or I side this in for my 2 Mirror Forces. The extra deck is pretty self-explanatory. This is a staple card. This is going to be a staple card for the deck because you can rekindling at least 2 cards, get this guy, and then pop your Gurunix, and then do 2,000 damage, and then it'll blow up. But at least you can pop Macrocosmoth with it. So that's really good. And we have Dolka and one of each if you're using this in Fire Kings, just because you only have 3 Guaiba. And it's really for the play availability. Do I want to go Lagia or Dolka? I like 1 Tiger because I play 2 Tenki. So basically I'll have used one, and so I want to get the other one out and just search with it, and they can Heavy Storm or MST, I really don't care. Then we have Cowboy, he's staple. This is good for any deck that runs level 8s at all, especially if they can special summon very easily. Lava Vault Chain combos really well with the Fire Ring. I don't know what they call it in the TCG yet. I just call it what it is on DN. Because you get to mill, and it's a fire type, so you destroy Lava Vault Chain and special Gurunix. Then we have Maestro staple. Shockmaster, I think it's staple only because you can Rekindling. Then we have Utopia, Black Ship of Corn. This will be staple, and Pappy Operative is also staple. Then Steel Swarm Roach, when it gets reprinted, should be staple. So yeah, that's my hot tech for Fire Kings. Thank you for watching, and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos.